A very good happy Friday morning to everyone out there. We've made it to the end of the work week. Landon here with you, bringing you your latest weather or not forecast courtesy of On Target. Got the opportunity of some strong and severe storms in the forecast both today and tomorrow. That's all thanks to this cold front finally arriving out of the north and west. It's been taking its sweet time getting here over the past few days. You can see these complexes of showers and storms that are meandering eastward. This is what's going to be moving through and impacting the region here as we progress throughout the day. Looks like we'll have a few spotty showers to deal with this morning, but our focus is on this afternoon and evening for that initial round of severe storms that could be impacting the region. Let's get a look across the Wobbles community, shall we? WRUS Skycam kicking things off for us, showing a mix of sun and clouds there, overlooking Russellville. 431 north, looking right over the water tower over in that direction. We can jump over here and take a look over the Barren River Lake Skycam. What a beautiful view with a masterpiece of a sunrise to soak in. You can see the moisture becoming available, folks, with the cloud cover that we already have present here across the skies early on. All right, now what we're going to be focusing on is how this is going to be unfolding as we work throughout the day, and it all starts off with those current conditions that we're dealing with. Folks, it is warm and it is muggy already early on this Friday. Take a look at these readings. We've got temperatures that's hanging out right around the 70-degree mark, and we got dew points that's hanging out right there around the lower 70s as well. So we got enough moisture that's supportive of strong and severe convection. It's going to be present out there. We do have a few ingredients that are lacking. It's not an overwhelming threat. With that being said, we do have enough energy in the atmosphere that some damaging wind gusts, perhaps an instance or two of large hail, cannot be rolled out, okay? So let's jump over here, take a look at the short-term model guidance, and we will give you the full breakdown on what exactly is going to be unfolding for us. This is simulated radar as we work throughout this morning. As previously mentioned, we should stay dry for the most part, outside of a few spotty showers impacting the region. By the time we roll into much warmer temperatures and the peak heating of the day from roughly lunchtime on, that is going to have our convective temperatures achieve, and we are going to see these robust cells begin to develop and scattered across the region and across the western tier of the Commonwealth of Kentucky. As we work throughout the remainder of the afternoon, you can see these storms will become more apparent. After we get the isolated pop-up storms here, we're going to have somewhat of a disorganized line, it would appear, that's going to blast east across the region. You can see this taking us through the late afternoon, all the way through the early evening before we finally settle down with the initial round getting out of here by roughly sunrise on Saturday, okay? Now, folks, don't be deceived. We could have a few lingering showers and storms right around sunrise on Saturday. We look to calm down to an extent over the course of the morning, but again, as we work into the peak heating of Saturday afternoon and evening, look at these robust cells that develop. Another opportunity of strong and severe storms to impact the region Saturday afternoon and evening. Obviously, going to be keeping an eye on this with Duncan Hines Days continuing to go on here in Bowling Green. Got all the concerts going on and the activities at Circus Square Park Saturday afternoon and evening, so this is definitely going to need to be something that'll be watched like a hawk here as we progress over the next 48 hours or so. We're going to continue to keep the rain chances around, folks, as you can see here, lingering even into our Sunday. And we're unfortunately going to be keeping an active pattern around at least through the first day of the new work week as well. More on that here in just a moment. Take a look at our convective available potential energy, CAPE. This is what storms fuel off of, and you will note as we work into this afternoon and evening, look at that blossoming CAPE values here. 2,000 to 3,000 joules per kilogram is more than efficient to support strong and severe storms, and then that's going to continue to reside with another surge in CAPE values as we work into Saturday afternoon on into Saturday evening. Big picture view, all right? Let's give you the breakdown because we got more activity that's going to be following. Here's the big picture view. We get the initial round this afternoon, continuing on into this evening. We get the next go around Saturday afternoon and evening like what we were just discussing. And then we're going to continue to keep rain and storm chances in the forecast to finish the weekend. Here we are working into Sunday, folks. It looks to be more isolated to wildly scattered in nature. And then we're going to have a passing cold front finally make its way south and east across the region as we work into Monday afternoon and on into our Monday evening. As this occurs, you can see this pinwheeling low pressure system located up here in Canada. And what's going to occur is this cold front is finally going to press south and east of the region by the time we work into our Monday evening. This is finally going to result in drier conditions, a little bit cooler temperatures. It looks like on Tuesday into Wednesday, many of us could possibly not be escaping the 70s for highs. That's going to be due to a northerly wind component behind the passing cold front that'll finally bring, hopefully, at least a few days, if not longer, of drier, calmer weather for us to enjoy. It has been quite active, to say the least, folks, here over the past couple of days. Let's jump back over here and let's give you the latest from our local National Weather Service office. We can give you the full breakdown on what they are showcasing here. And as you can see, we have got the opportunity of strong and severe storms both today and on into our Saturday as well. We have a level 2 out of 5 risk on the severe weather scale. That is a slight risk for severe storms. You can see it there in the bullet points, folks. With the given ingredients within our atmosphere, damaging winds will be our primary concern. Localized flooding cannot be ruled out, and we're also going to be looking at the possibility of some large hail in a few instances. It's going to come to fruition out of this. Now, folks, we are missing impressive amounts of shear within the atmosphere. Shear is the change in wind speed and direction with height that helps storms get more organized and can really help the production of tornadoes. The good news is that appears to be lacking with these systems, although it's an extremely low-level tier. You might catch an isolated tornado spin up, but parameters are screaming a damaging wind threat will be our primary concern coming along with this. Total rainfall amounts from today all the way through the end of the weekend, even including Monday as well. We're looking at 1 to 3+ inches of total rainfall before it's all said and done. If this comes to fruition, localized flooding will become a concern. Here's a full breakdown of your next 6-day weather forecast for today and tomorrow. Scattered showers and storms, strong and severe weather threat will be present. Highs right around the mid-80s. Those storm chances are going to become more isolated to pop up in nature as we work throughout our Sunday. They'll be back on the uptick with a passing cold front on Monday, and then rolling into Tuesday and Wednesday. Highs right around the lower 80s underneath partly to mostly sunny skies. There is a chance that some of us won't even be escaping the 70s for those 2 days, rolling into the early and middle part of next week. Friends, it's going to wrap up your Friday morning weather or not forecast presented by none other than On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Stay dry and stay weather aware. We'll be bringing you frequent weather updates here across our platforms throughout the day with a severe weather threat right here on the horizon.